Every night, Jake promised himself that tomorrow would be different. Tomorrow I'll wake up early. Tomorrow I'll work out. Tomorrow I'll stop wasting time. Tomorrow I'll finally start working on my dream. But tomorrow kept becoming another today. Jake was 24 years old, and he had a dream. He wanted to build a successful life. He wanted financial freedom. He wanted to become someone his younger self would be proud of. But there was one problem. Jake was always waiting to feel motivated. One Monday morning, his alarm rang at 5:30 a.m. He opened his eyes. It was dark outside. His workout clothes were already sitting beside his bed. His gym bag was ready. Everything was prepared. Except Jake wasn't motivated. He looked at the clock, just 10 more minutes. He turned off the alarm and closed his eyes. When he woke up again, it was 7:45. Another morning was gone. Jake felt disappointed. But instead of changing his habits, he told himself, I'll do better tomorrow. The same thing happened again, and again, and again. Weeks passed. One evening, Jake sat alone in his room and looked at the goals he had written 6 months earlier. Nothing had changed. The paper still said, get fit, read every day, build my business, change my life. But the goals were exactly where he had left them, on paper. That night, Jake realized something uncomfortable. He wasn't lacking dreams. He wasn't lacking information. He wasn't even lacking time. He was lacking discipline. He had confused motivation with commitment. Motivation told him, work when you feel inspired. Discipline told him, work because you promised yourself you would. The next morning, Jake made a small decision. He wasn't going to change his entire life in one day. He wasn't going to create a perfect routine. He wasn't going to wait for motivation. He simply promised himself one thing. No matter how I feel, I will show up. At 5:30 a.m. the alarm rang. Jake didn't want to get up, but he did. He didn't feel powerful. He didn't feel inspired. He just put his feet on the floor, and that was enough. He worked out for 20 minutes, then he went home. The next day he did it again. Then again. Some days were easy. Some days were terrible. There were mornings when he felt tired. There were days when he failed. There were moments when he wanted to quit. But every time, he remembered one sentence. I don't have to feel like doing it, I just have to do it. Slowly, something changed. Jake stopped asking himself whether he was motivated. He stopped negotiating with himself. If he said he would wake up at 5:30, he woke up at 5:30. If he said he would study for 1 hour, he studied. If he said he would work on his dream for 30 minutes, he worked. Even when nobody was watching, even when nobody cared, even when there was no reward. And that's where the real transformation began. 3 months passed. Jake wasn't a completely different person, but he was becoming someone different. He had more confidence. He had more energy. He trusted himself more, not because everything in his life had become perfect, but because he had finally learned to keep promises to himself. 6 months later, Jake looked back at the person he used to be, and he understood something powerful. His life hadn't changed because he discovered some secret formula. It changed because he stopped waiting for the perfect feeling. He learned that motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. Some mornings you have it. Some mornings you don't. But discipline doesn't ask how you feel. Discipline simply asks, what did you promise yourself? Think about it. Anyone can work hard when they feel inspired. Anyone can wake up early after watching a motivational video. Anyone can start something on January 1st. But what happens on January 17th? What happens when the excitement disappears? What happens when nobody is watching? That's where discipline begins. Because success isn't usually created during the moments when you feel unstoppable. It's created during the ordinary moments when you feel tired, distracted, bored, or uncertain. And you choose to continue anyway. Stop your waiting for motivation to change your life. Stop waiting. You don't need another motivational video. You don't need another perfect Monday. You don't need to feel ready. Start small. Wake up when you said you would. Finish what you started. Spend 30 minutes working on your goal. Put your phone away. Do the work. And then do it again tomorrow. Because one disciplined day won't change your life. But one disciplined day, followed by another, and another, and another, can create a completely different future. Remember, motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you moving. Consistency changes your life. So the next time you don't feel like doing something important, don't ask, am I motivated? Ask yourself, who do I want to become?